Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A warm welcome to the meeting number 225 of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. I am Sreehari Acharya, your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. As a Sergeant at Arms, it is my duty to highlight some key points for the meeting. Number one, you are expected to stay for the entirety of the meeting. The meeting will be blocked for 2 hours. So to get the maximum benefits of it, it is recommended to stay for the entire duration of it. Number two, your video should be on and the audio should be off. And your audio should only be on when you're called to the stage to speak. Number three, on the topics of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmasters International does not give any restrictions, we at the Gabbys believe it's better to abstain or refrain from bringing up such sensitive topics. What is the mission of our club, the Toastmasters? We provide a support and positive learning experience wherein all the members feel empowered to develop their leadership and communication skills, which reflects in their self-confidence and personal growth. With that, let me introduce the presiding officer for today's meeting. The presiding officer for today is Shilpa Reddy. Shilpa Reddy is an image consultant, a corporate coach, an ex-corporate, and an entrepreneur by heart, a risk taker career-wise, a night owl, and a compassionate capitalist at work, a travel buff and a music lover who enjoys riding bike as well as cooking. So ladies and gentlemen, with the thunderous applause, please help me in welcoming the presiding officer for today, Shilpa Reddy.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, Shilpa, you're audible.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. A very good morning, and thank you so much, Toastmaster Sreehari. Good morning, and it is an absolute pleasure to take the role of presiding officer just for today, since Sourav is on travel, and I acknowledge everybody for your kind presence in today's meeting, and for the benefit of I don't think we have any guests today, but then I would also like to mention that the Toastmasters is home to people who wish to overcome glossophobia. Glossophobia is nothing but fear of public speaking, who also want to enhance their communication skills and love to connect and network with others. On top of all, leadership skills are given in this journey. It's a holistic development for a professional. We at Toastmasters are very proud to carry forward this 100-year-old legacy, which has spanned over 149 countries. I'm amazed to know that it is more than 3 lakh people are happily connected with 15,800 clubs under the umbrella of this non-profit organization called Toastmasters. It is a very safe space to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Now I call this meeting to order. But before that, it's time to introduce our Toastmaster of the day. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Sravan. Toastmaster Sravan is an experienced IT professional. He specializes in regulatory compliance and IT systems governance, driving efficiency and compliance in the life sciences industry. Beyond work, he's passionate about vinyasa yoga, self-healing, and music. Over to you, Toastmaster Sravan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shilpa, for a warm introduction. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, I hope I'm audible and visible to you all. Can somebody confirm? Yeah. Today morning, I woke up, and then as routine, I've started going to a park. On the way to the park, I had come across a beautiful trees both sides of the road. My vehicle was passing through that road. And for a moment, it appeared to me that I'm entering into a green cave. And also, I was thinking that, am I going to a Jain garden for an annual retreat? Both sides, flowers are falling on the road, and that view was so beautiful. Slowly, I have reached the park and I've started walking, and all the birds are chirping. All the age groups of people were walking in the park with a health consciousness. And slowly, the sun was rising, and the sun rays, the hue of sun rays was passing through all the leaves, and it was shining. The people tree leaves were hanging, the leaves were hanging, and they were shining like mirrors. So I did walk in that beautiful place, and then I had a breakfast, and then after that I had a cup of coffee. So that was the day I started today. So with that note, I would like to say all of you a happy and beautiful morning, my dear fellow Toastmasters. You just imagine if we start the day with a positive energy, living in nature, that energy carries throughout the day, isn't it? So that was my experience, the morning experience today. Today's theme is actually it's a marathon, or I always remember why it is marathon. We're not running, right? It's a talkathon or it's a speakathon. Today we have got we are going to listen to 5 new stories. They are going to explain themselves. They're going to explain their journey, or they're going to introduce us to. So our theme today is something that sparks curiosity, keeps us on the edge of our seats, and fuels anticipation. I named it as a stay tuned because it's a lengthy meeting. I mean, so many speeches are there. Sometimes we may get bored, but I wanted to remind you that stay tuned. Think about the last time a story, a movie, or even a cricket match ended with a cliffhanger. That moment of suspense, that pause before the big reveal, and the words, stay tuned. In life, just like in storytelling, there are always moments where we don't know what comes next. And that's where growth, excitement, and possibilities lie. Staying tuned means staying curious, staying open, and staying ready for what's coming. And today we will stay tuned to the powerful speeches, inspiring evaluations, and thoughtful evaluations that help us become better communicators and leaders. As your Toastmaster of the day, I will guide you through today's session from prepared speeches to insightful evaluations. Our speakers have something wonderful in their store for us, and our role players are all tuned in to make this meeting seamless and vibrant. I feel a Toastmaster meeting without table topics round is not so exciting. Table topics keep us staying tuned, isn't it? How many of you agree with that? Waiting for what comes next. It gives me the so excitement. It's like a suspense thriller. Table topics, a Toastmaster meeting without table topics, for me, it is like drinking a coffee without sugar. So that kind of table topics, that kind of excitement brings the table topics round. But today we don't have table topics round, but I don't want to disappoint you. In between each and every after each and every speech, I'll give 30 seconds of time for any volunteer who would like to pitch in and share their views or on product. I will tell one product, you have to sell that product within 30 seconds for after each and every speech. So with that, let us start the first round is table topics round Toast prepared speeches round. Today we have a first speaker who is, let me read out. Today we have a first speaker, Toastmaster Rahul. Toastmaster Rahul, let us, Yeah, Toastmaster Rahul. His name means conquer of all miseries, as per Sanskrit meaning. It's a Sanskrit meaning, and he had given a lot of information about him. But in short, Rahul is associated with someone who is bring comfort or relief, a fitting reflection of aspirations in both personal and professional life. In a nutshell, Rahul is a good guy, and he is going to deliver a speech today. The title for that speech is "A Letter Can Change Your Life." A letter can change your life. This is from Project Level 3, Project 1, under Motivational Strategy. So I request Toastmaster Rahul to come on stage and check audio and video. Toastmaster Rahul, are you there?
Yes, Toastmaster Shravan.
Yeah.
Am I audible, Shravan?
Yes, you are.
Am I am I seen in the video?
Yes, you are. So, Toastmaster Rahul, a letter can change your life. A letter can change your life. Toastmaster Rahul, your time starts now.
I love letters. Does anyone here love letters? Okay, I'll make it more simpler. Do you love love letters? Formal letters, business letters, informal letters, what do you write? Now just think. In this age and era that we live in, do you really write letters? Or emails? Or messages? Or the digital way of life has just transcended to a new aura of life? That's where I think. I heard this, in an office party, one of my friend, he was saying, let's save water by drinking beer. It's so simple that people say you can save trees by not writing letters, not using paper. But don't you think it's a sin when you don't, write down your, your letters, beautiful letters to your loved ones, with the just pretext of wanting to save green trees? Isn't it right? It's the same paradox. Now I'm going to talk about a letter in my life which changed the course of my entire journey of life. To give you a background of how I am as a person, I come from a joint family, a house full of people around me, grown with so much of warmth across from women, men, kids, all over. And how it used to be was, I was a very naughty child, very mischievous one, very thin, very weak. That's how I used to be until the age of 8. At the age of 8, there was a miracle that happened in my life. I had a super mom, who I call as a superhero in my life. She was a corporate woman, working with the best international brands, product companies, tech companies. She was having a flowery journey for any woman can have. When I was 8, when she heard from my grandmom that child is not taking enough food, child is not getting enough care, that's where she took that call. She took a choice in her life. Whether is it important to go behind career, whether is it important to be behind money, or is it important to, value life in the very essence of who we are, our parenting, our children. That's the kind of perspective she got, and she took that decision. And from grade 8, from the age of 8, I could just see my journey transcending, not just in not just in kilograms, what I contributed towards my weight, but also towards the weight in every part of my life. Be it in my academics, be it in my professional life, I kept seeing, flying colors. I kept seeing the mountains of life. I kept climbing mountains. So it really helped me a lot. And now, what is that letter? Is it what kind of a letter is it? Is it an email letter? No, it is a job offer letter. Getting a seven-digit salary, in 2008, it may be it may be a stark moment for anybody. What we hear, it was her case. Letting go of the seven-digit salary or the eight-digit salary. Today when she looks back at the 17 years that she has, spent as a mother, I always feel that onus on me. I feel that responsibility. That I never make anybody feel down for the decision that they make. So that is where I tell you, love is a thing in life where it always keeps you in a battle between choices. And that's where I'm trying to tell you, you'll have situations in your life where you go behind choices. That's where I just get this analogy. Do you like the game of chess? Anyone loves the game of chess? We call it in Sanskrit as Chaturanga. So in this game of Chaturanga, right, there are, you have these different pawns. You have the soldier, you have the horse, you have the elephant, you have everything. And each one has its own role to play. If you just think life is a game of chess and go behind movements, positions, making changes in your life, what happens is you're constantly moving from one place to another without an intention of what's going to happen from the other side. But life is not a game of chess alone. Life is a game where you have to stand tall, sometimes stand still when you face or confront, when you confront an issue, when you confront a mountain, when you confront a tsunami. So, have you heard of this 2004 tsunami that's being so catastrophic? Isn't it right? It was a catastrophic tsunami. So, we will have those tsunamis that will come in our life. We will have those hurricanes that will hit us in our life. But it is so important how you react to it. So you have the option to react, or you have the option to be proactively calm in that moment, be like water still, and not react to it. Now, that's when you find solutions. That's where I hear this quote from Buddha. He says, when you're calm in your mind, you can rule the world. Not rule the world by by power, rule the world by love. So that's why I just reconnect everything to the essence of love in our lives. So in any time that you confront a situation in your life, I would suggest you to do this. Stay calm, stay condensed, but ensure that you love the people around you, and you find out solutions that will just come not from a place that you think. It may come from the divine sources. So this is what I would like to tell you about this short story, and I leave you with this message. You will have those letters in your life that will come in as messages. You will have those emails that will come to you. Maybe a resignation letter, or it could be a firing letter that you may get from anywhere. But always look at life from a positive perspective, from an optimistic perspective. Don't look at the negative sides of it. If you're optimistic as an individual, trust me, change happens, and this change is not going to be just something that's going to be an inevitable change, but it's going to be a transformational change which will just change the journey of life. So trust in it and go for it. Thank you. Over to
Well,
Toastmaster Shravan.
yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. Indeed, it was a wonderful speech. Let me introduce a timer for today. The Toastmaster uh, Mukund. I missed to introduce him. Toastmaster Mukund is a um, software is in a software professional. He works for Capgemini as a in the capacity of director. Uh, Toastmaster Mukund is going to play the timer role for today. My apologies for that, not to introduce him. Toastmaster Mukund, could you please read out the timer role objectives?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Toastmaster today. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So today I'm going to be the timer, and we have around 6 icebreaker speeches and 2 other speeches. So the timing for the icebreaker speeches are 4 to 6 minutes. It's not what is actually mentioned on the agenda. In the agenda, it's mentioned as 5 to 7, but it is not 5 to 7. The icebreaker speech is 4 to 6. And then we have 2 speeches, which is 5 to 7, of which one is already over. So that's and as a timer, what I'll be doing is for all icebreakers at the end of 4th minute, I'll be changing my background to green, as you can see on the screen. And at the end of 5th minute, I'll be changing my background to yellow. And at the end of 6th minute, I'll be changing my background to red. And the background will remain red till the time you complete the speech. But please note that uh, if you go beyond 30 seconds, that is like 6 minutes, 30 seconds, then you will be disqualified from voting. And for the other 2 speeches, which is basically 5 to 7, at the end of 5th minute, my background will turn green. At the end of 6th minute, my background will turn yellow, and at the end of 7th minute, my background will turn red, and it will remain red till you complete your speech. And similarly, if you go beyond 7 minutes and 30 seconds, you will be disqualified for voting. So that is going to be my role. And thank you. And back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mukund. I hope all the ice-breaking speakers understood the timing guidelines for you. It's a 4 to 6 minutes. Just observe the Toastmaster Mukund. He is going to change the chords according to the time, as he mentioned a while ago. So with that, let us start the first icebreaker today. But I always feel that why it is breaking. Ice break is something negative word, breaking. I always feel that it should be ice melting. So let us start. First speaker for today, Toastmaster Arun. Toastmaster Arun is going to deliver his level 1 project 1 under the presentation mastery. The speech title is A Warm Introduction. The duration is 4 to 6 minutes. Toastmaster Arun, are you ready? Can you confirm your audio video?
Pushpak is setting his audio video. Just give them a minute.
Am I audible?
Yes, Toastmaster Arun, you're audible.
Just 1 minute. Pushpak, can we give some height to the laptop?
Let me. Is this fine?
Better than earlier, but still need some more height.
Toastmaster Arun, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just for precaution, keep an eye on Toastmaster Mukund's screen. The timing chords will change. So Toastmaster Arun, a warm introduction, Toastmaster Arun, your time starts now.
Yes. Myself, Arun. I born and raised in Tamil Nadu, where I spent my childhood. I came from a small family with two brothers, Dinesh and Anbu, and my sister named Ramya. My siblings are very kind-hearted. They used to share their snacks with me, but I never shared my snacks with them till now. I love I love playing cricket with my friends during my childhood. As soon as I returned from the school, immediately I rushed to play without changing my uniform. Whatever the day, whether it's a sunny day or rainy day, I used to play every single day. One day during rainy season in my village, I was on my way to my home when suddenly rain came. As soon as it reached the ground, the mud smell came from the earth, made me feel like I was in a paradise. I was absolutely happy, that smell. As the day goes on, I finished my 5th standard at Lakshmi School and transferred to VET school, which was far from my village. I had to travel around 20 to 23 kilometers. It took exactly 15 minutes, 50 minutes to reach this school. My education field, I was very average student and very silent in the class. I got 59 out of 60 only once in a maths exam, which is the highest score and I ever reached again. As the day went, I completed my 6th and 7th, 8th with the average marks. After 3 years, my father was affected by nephrology, which means kidney failure, and he wasn't able to take care of my education. So we thought to quit my education field. Then my father's sister, who was in Bangalore, she referred us to the Krishna Shrey Educational Trust, which was in Bangalore, and I got admission in the ashram. So after coming to Bangalore, instantly I joined in a Siddharth school at 9th. Struggled a lot because of the language barrier. The only one language I was known, that's Tamil only. Then day by day, I learned more than 3 language, which includes English, Kannada, Telugu, little Hindi. I learned all the things, all the language and even the skills, the personalities, everything at Krishna Shrey Educational Trust. As day goes on, I completed my PUC, SSLC, and even BCA. I was very happy. I got 79%, 7.9% in BCA graduated. As a result, I'm here. This was my journey. This is all about me. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Very nice speech, Toastmaster Arun. As it is ice melting speech, I request all of you give him a standing ovation. Well done, Toastmaster Arun. Let us, as I told, any volunteer would like to come forward to take 30 seconds pitch-in challenge. Anybody would like to come forward? Please raise your hand.
I can give it a try.
What
Sanjay.
is this?
Sanjay.
Yeah, hi Sanjay. Sanjay, I'll play one jingle. After listening to that jingle, you have to sell that product for 30 seconds. Within 30 seconds. Okay?
Please wait.
Can't hear the jingle. No.
Not audible. It's okay. I'll give you the product then. You have to sell Nescafe in 30 seconds.
Okay. So, hi everyone. What do you do first thing in the morning? What kind of wakes you up? It can be a different thing for different people. For me, it's coffee. And one of the best coffees that I've tasted is Nescafe. And I would love you to try and see how it suit for you. People do take many, but don't go overboard on it. But It's just you can try it and go for it. That's a quick one. Sorry. You're on mute if you're speaking.
That was a good attempt, Toastmaster Sanjay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let us go to the next speaker. The next speaker for today is Toastmaster Nandini. Toastmaster Nandini, can you come on to the screen, please? Can you do audio video check quickly? Maybe camera has to a bit up. Yeah. Toastmaster Nandini, are you ready?
Yes.
Can you give a thumbs up? Yeah. Okay, good. So Toastmaster Nandini, keep an eye on Toastmaster Mukund Joshi's screen for a timing guidelines. Toastmaster Nandini is going to deliver the level 1 project 1 presentation mastery. It's another ice breaking speech. Her speech title is A Bit About Myself. A bit about myself, Toastmaster Nandini. Toastmaster Nandini, a bit about myself. Your time starts now.
Hello everyone. Can I say that this is was my wish to give a ice-breaking introduction when I joined to Gabbys, and the wish come true. I am finally here. Myself Nandini. I am from Mangalore. I completed my higher education in Mangalore itself. Coming to my friend circle, I don't have any of them. I don't have any single friends. People come temporarily and they go, right? So we don't need anyone, that we just adjusting. And I just I just want to be alone, and it's my type to be alone and listening to the music. And I like moody weather. Coming to our family background, it's very we are very poor, and we also has a small family. Me, my dad, my mom, and my sister. Even though we are poor, my dad and my mom, they didn't make to feel me like that. They gave us a well education in the English medium till 7th. As the life goes nicely, we how poor we, like, we don't even have a house, and we almost migrated for 15 houses. Can you believe it? But it's true. We almost migrated for 15 houses. By seeing their struggles, I felt why I should give them a hard time, and I should give a exam like which gives me a free seat. I encourage my sister, can we write an exam and go for hostel? I changed my sister's brain. I actually played in her brain. Come with me, write exam. We can go there. Here it is a joke, like when we are entering to hostel, I thought hostel will be very nice, and no mother, no father. We will enjoy very well. No one to ask there. We can sleep a lot. This scenario I created in my mind. We will be very jolly, and I make the same to my sister's mind even. When we enter, we gave an exam. It goes pretty well. I passed in that. My sister even passed in that. But due to some certificate issue, we didn't get that exam. So my father came to me and he said, "You should bloom. Like it's like you should become. You should not become like us. You should bloom. Every parent's dream, right? Their children should be bloom. The same feeling my father had. He cried for the first time. We saw that he's emotional, and we said, "You make all the documents clear, and we will take a first step for blooming." In the 7th itself, in the 1 year, we migrated for almost 6 houses. My sister and me studied very quite hard. All the certificate was cleared, and we gave another try to Morarji. We wrote the exam and we passed. Finally, we outside the gate of the Morarji, my sister called me. Where is my sister? Call her. And I suddenly, I asked her what. Then she said, "This is the place heaven. You said, right? It's like a prison." I said, don't judge a book by its cover. Maybe it might be inside. It's pretty well." I convinced her and took her to inside. Well, whatever I say confidence to her, I don't have confidence in myself. It's very hard without parents inside. I struggled a lot. Even they didn't give phone calls. Even I passed 10th. Was a COVID pandemic, so I literally not I deviated from from studies. Deviated from studies. The government was announced that you can go, everyone can give an exam in the ticking way, and if you even fail, we will make pass. And knowing that thing, I didn't even touch it. I just directly go and gave the exam. I got 76%. I went to the college and I joined there. They said, in this percentage, you can't make science. They discouraged me. Then I again gave a try to Morarji for first PU and second PU. I got percentage of 96. 86%. I thought it's quite well. From coming back to my home, I practiced for NEET exam. I gave a try to it, but it's not planned it's not gone as I planned. So rather than holding it back, I quitted it. I don't want to waste my age even. So I came from my neighbor's help. I came to Krishnashraya, and I'm studying physiotherapy as a second year. It's quite good here, and I learned lots of things in physiotherapy. Like, everyone thinks it's a massage, but it's not. It's more than that. And coming back to looking back, I cherish every moment I struggled, and I struggle and happiness. Yeah, thank you.
Very good, Toastmaster Nandini. Next, let us go to the next speaker. Toastmaster Yugesh.
Toastmaster Sravan, we would need to give Toastmaster Nandini a standing ovation.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I request everybody to give the standing ovation. It's my fault. Yeah, the first time ice breaking. Toastmaster Nandini, kudos to you. Thanks, Toastmaster Nancy, for reminding me. Next speaker for today is Toastmaster Yugesh. Toastmaster Yugesh speech is going to evaluate by Toastmaster Paduka. He is going to deliver level 1 project 1 from presentation mastery. The duration for the speech is 4 to 6 minutes. Toastmaster Yugesh, are you ready? Can you come on to the camera? Can you check audio video? Can you, Toastmaster Yugesh, are you ready? Can you show a thumbs up? Yeah, good. Next, Toastmaster Yugesh, about my journey, Toastmaster Yugesh, your time starts now.
Hi, Toastmasters and guests. I am Yugesh from Sri Krishna Shri Educational Trust. I am excited to share my journey with you. Currently, I am an accountant. At Krishna Shri Educational Trust. My path started much earlier. I began my career as a junior accountant while I was still in my second PUC. At that time, I had a limited knowledge and role involved, but I was eager to learn. Despite my initial challenges with my English communications, I was upfront with my boss about my status as a fresher. However, my manager handed me various responsibility, including generating invoices and corporate sending corporate email. and client handling. It was a steep learning curve. I initially struggled with Outlook and communications. While my manager inquired about my progress and expressed frustrations, it became a turning point for me. I realized just how much I needed to learn. Struggling from how much I needed to learn. So starting from scratch, I joined audit office where I gained various skills. My colleagues were incredibly supportive, teaching me everything, sending corporate emails, managing books of accounts, GST, TDS, everything. Within a year, I was very confident. Within a year, I was confidently managing the accounts for 21 clients while balancing my BCom studies. Even I had communication skills, Excel's, tallies. Even I had an opportunity to teach MBA students MS Office and Tally, TDS, everything. I had mastered along the way. Today, I am proud to say I am a senior accountant at Krishna Shreya Educational Trust. I continue to grow my career. I am also progress in launching my own eco-friendly clothing business. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Well done, Toastmaster Yugesh. I request everybody to give a standing ovation to Toastmaster Yugesh also. Okay. Next, who would like to take a challenge? 30 seconds pitching challenge. Anybody? I'll just give a product name. You have to sell it in 30 seconds. Harish, begin. Yeah. Hello, Toastmaster Harish.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. Your product is a Britannia Bicky, selling a Britannia biscuit.
Thank you, Tabletop Master, asking me to promote and sell Britannia Bicky. This Bicky is something which I love so much that I don't want to part with anyone. So I would say, please don't ask me this Bicky. This is yummy, this is wonderful, but I am not going to give it to you. Please don't ask me this. You just can't it, because only the deserving guys get this wonderful Bicky, the Britannia Bicky. You feel that you deserve it, then maybe you can come to me and get it. Otherwise, this is an exclusive product, not available for anyone. If you are special, only then you can get it. Otherwise, go for any ordinary Bicky. Back to you.
Wow. Really, it's a royal Bicky, I can say. It's real Brit Ania. It's really a Brit product, I can say. Okay.
You're mute, Sharan.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Thanks, Toastmaster Sanjay. Next speaker is Toastmaster Amrutha, whose speech is going to evaluate by Toastmaster Aaquib. She is going to deliver level 1 project 1 presentation mastery, which is again icebreaker speech, the duration of 4 to 6 minutes. Toastmaster Amrutha, are you ready with? Yes. Okay. Can you say Yes, no? Audible? Okay. Toastmaster Amrutha. Her speech title is My Appa. My Appa, Toastmaster Amrutha, Toastmaster Amrutha, My Appa, your time starts now.
Firstly, good morning, Toastmaster and esteemed guest. I am currently working as admin assistant in Sri Krishnastra Education Trust. I have many skills like beautician training and dance programming expertise. My topic is Appa, but more than any of this, it's the influence of one person that truly defines that is Appa. He has always been my strongest pillar of support, and also I wanted to give back to him, which was motivated me to take up this role. He always encouraged me in difficult ways and difficult time, and also thank you for being strongest pillar for me. During COVID-19 pandemic, where our resources were limited, where my father stepped up into hesitation and he reached out the people day and night, often sacrificing the sleep, and also to ensure that children wants to access the food, shelter, education, and basic needs. His self inspired me a lot and become my biggest inspiration today. One of my greatest inspiration, passion is social service. And now I am proud to be a part of the trust. And also, I am continuing his legacy of service and dedication for others, which I was talking about the founder of Sri Krishnastra Education Trust, Mr. Pushparaj Krishnadas. Once again, thank you so much, Appa, for this support, encouraging me, motivation, and also love, care for the ashrama and for the people who stay in ashrama. And thank you so much for the Toastmaster for this opportunity for improving my communication skill.
Well done, Toastmaster Amrutha. I request all of you give her a standing ovation. Well done, Toastmaster Amrutha. Before going to the next speaker, anybody would like to take the challenge for 30 seconds pitching? Anybody? I think Toastmaster Aaquib raised his hand. Toastmaster Aaquib, would you like to try?
Yes, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, sure. Toastmaster Aaquib. Titan Watch is the product. Titan Watch is the product. You have to sell it in 30 seconds.
Time and tide wait for none. We have all heard time is invaluable. Time is more than money. But do you know how to time yourself? Well. You can see there are watches, and watches do work, right? I am gonna give you a watch which never fails. It is always working 24/7. Once you put the battery, it's eternal. You don't have to worry about changing the battery, charging the mobile, or doing anything else, because there are a lot of devices which gives you time. Your TV gives you time, your AC remote gives you time, your laptop gives you time, your mobile gives you time. Everything has to be recharged, everything has to be monitored.
Titan watch that I'm offering doesn't need any charge. It's once you buy it, it will work eternally. It's on your hand. You don't have to look for the remote. You don't have to look for mobile. It's there. You just uh, look at your wrist and you have the time eternally. If you want to buy it, I'm here. I'm gonna give it away. Over to you, Toastmaster Sravan. You are in mute.
Yeah, nice try, Toastmaster Aaquib. Next, let us go to the next speaker for today. Next speaker for today is Toastmaster Pavithra. Her speech is going to evaluate by Toastmaster Nancy. She is going to deliver level 1 presentation, level 1 project 1 under the presentation mastery. The duration is 4 to 6 minutes. Toastmaster Pavithra, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Toastmaster Pavithra. Her speech title is My Flaws. My Flaws, Toastmaster Pavithra.
Toastmaster Shravan, I'm so sorry I'm cutting you in the middle. Her topic is not my flaws. Her topic is my journey so far.
My journey so far. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Gaurii. My journey so far, Toastmaster Pavithra. Toastmaster Pavithra, my journey so far. Your time starts now.
Morning to everyone. My name is Pavithra. I am from Sri Krishna's Educational Trust. I am currently studying BCA final semester at HJS College Management and Studies. My goal is achieving something. My biggest dream is I want to become web developer or web designer. I joined Toastmaster, improve my communication skills and public speaking. Public speaking. My hobbies is traveling, learning new things. I like to play volleyball, throwball, kabaddi, and athletics games. Athletics games. I'm skilled in Python, HTML, C, C++, Java, and MySQL. MySQL. I completed internship in our foundation. I like my friends because they're supporting a lot for me. When we join together and we kidding, laughing, learning new things in every day. One my friend is there, Renuka. That my friend name is Renuka. She's helping more, and she's supported anytime, at any situation. I say every day, you are not my friend. You are like my second mother. I told you every day, you are my not friend, you are my second mother. And in our department, one sir is there. The sir is handling digital marketing. That sir doesn't know about subject, but he came to class. He doesn't teach anything, but sir, sir, what we do? You do homework, sir. We never you give done homework, what we do, sir. And he called to lab. When we sit in the lab, sir give 2 programs. When we got error, sir, please come to clear the error. What error? I teach no classroom. You only clear that. He said, do every time he told like do. When my principal is very strict, when she came checking or inspect, that time sir is decide for the classroom or lab. This is my funniest moment every day. When I come daily activity, I morning wake up in 5 o'clock, 5 to 5:30. That is a fresh up time, and 5:30 to 6 o'clock, my personal works and studying and reading time. 6 o'clock to 6:30 prayer time, and 6:30 to 7 o'clock. Again we go for rooms and we ready for the college. 7 o'clock to 7:30, that is a puja time. Every day we do pujas, morning 7 o'clock to 7:30 and evening 7 o'clock to 7:30. My college time is 9:30 to evening 5 o'clock. We travel daily, morning 3 hours and evening 3 hours. There is no proper bus in ashrama. And I am degree final year. We choose agriculture rental equipments project because nowadays farming is very less and there is no proper place for doing farming. That is a farming very less. My father is also farmer. That is, I take farmer agriculture rental equipments project. We created one app also. One app also, it makes them work easily, quickly, and more effectively. I think it app makes them move to advanced technology. I happy to make this app. And coming to my education, I got 2 awards in second PUC and degree. In second PUC, I got 90 percentage in commerce. I studied Kannada medium only 1 to 10th. Government school only, but when I came to first PUC, suddenly they give English subjects. I can't able to achieve and I can't able to take these marks. But I wake in 3 o'clock. I sleeping at night 12 o'clock. Daily wake up at 3 o'clock. I practice very well and I do my best. I degree also, I got 3 subjects in 100 out of 400. One is language and another 2 subject is coding subjects. In front of my parents, I take 2 awards. I receive 2 awards. 2 awards. This is about my.
Wow. Very nice, Toastmaster Pavithra. I wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Give her a standing ovation. Well done, Pavithra. Yeah. Let us go to the next speaker for today is Toastmaster Charan. Toastmaster Charan, can you come on to the screen? His speech is going to evaluate by Toastmaster Shilpa. He is going to deliver level 1 project 1 presentation mastery. This is also the ice-breaking speech. Duration is 4 to 6 minutes. The title is an overview.
I think I'm.
Yeah, Toastmaster Charan, are you there? Are you ready? Can you confirm? I can't see him.
I'm sorry to disturb you, Sravan. I think I'm evaluating Sravan, Sanjay, right?
Sravan, I'm going to evaluate Charan. Saroj here.
Saroj, yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, Toastmaster
Yes.
Saroj is going to evaluate Toastmaster Charan. Toastmaster Charan, are you ready?
Yeah, ready, sir.
Yeah, okay. Toastmaster Charan, your speech title is an overview. An overview, Toastmaster Charan, an overview. Your time starts now.
Hi everyone, I'm Charan. I'm here to expose myself. Actually, I am very silent guy, but some people think I am very rude for my look and my character. No one gained my attention very easily, so I didn't catch upon so many ices. So I didn't I want to expose myself. So when it is possible, I'm exposed myself. I'm born in Bangalore. I'm studied and entire study education is completed by Bangalore itself. When I was studying, I'm not interested in studies, sir. I was interested in business. So I quit my education and started as a labor in one company. All days goes well, but one day I was working under the tree. That work was cutting fence iron wire. The wire was unfortunately poked my eyes. I got blanked that time. I cried Lord, I prayed Lord for God. That time I got blanked, so my mom is rushed over me. She's also cried. Then she's understand the situation. Then she called ambulance. The ambulance was arrived our home. Then we going to hospital. The ambulance driver was my brother, so he entire using driving skill for me. So he reached over 80 kilometers in 50 minutes. So we are joined one hospital. The doctor checked me. Then he said it was deep poked in the eyes. So you join another hospital. I already informed that. Please you go to another hospital. We are going to another hospital. Other hospital people are waiting for us. So when we are going to hospital, they are started the surgery. After the surgery, doctor said that it was injected in poked in your eyes deeply. So I can give you I can save your eyes, but not guarantee for your vision. So my family all are cried and prayed for Lord. That moment we all feel like a real help, meaning he motivating me, my mom and mother and father are motivating me. It's not a problem, Charan. We can do anything for the time. The doctor said that after bandage removed, then after I can see everything. So I feel heaven that time. So we are returned to the hospital. I'm strongly decided one thing. Education is the main important for everything. So I quit my job and I'm returned to the education. So we are searched where it is possible in started to education. So my uncle said that the one is institution in Bangalore, that is Krishna Shri Education Trust. They are giving free education. So I am joined their education. So I am now here to studying in BCA third sem. I got first sem exam, I 86%, and second sem I got 87%, and third sem I got 84%. I am here to in front of all of you as example. Life gives second chance for develop even if you fail. That is the success your life. So that is for myself. So
Give him a big round of applause. Toastmaster Charan, give him a standing ovation. He's also broke the ice today. So that was the last icebreaker speech for today. Next, before going to the next speech, anybody would like to take the 30 seconds pitching challenge? Anybody? Anybody would like to raise your hand? Okay. Let us go to the next speaker today, Toastmaster Sanjay. Toastmaster Sanjay, a brief introduction. He is a chartered accountant by profession. He has been a Toastmaster for quite a long time, and he is going to deliver his speech and level 1 and project 2 under the presentation mastery. His speech is going to evaluate by Toastmaster Shilpa. The duration of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Sanjay, are you ready?
Yes.
Audio video check.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
The title for this speech is Time is Precious. Time is precious, Toastmaster Sanjay. Toastmaster Sanjay, time is precious. Your time starts now.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Sravan. Time creates all, time destroys all. Time extinguishes that fire which was created earlier. Hence, time is very precious. How many of you agree that time is precious? Raise your hands. Yes, we all understand and remember that the time is precious. But how many of us plan our day is a very important thing. Why? Because if we do not utilize our time properly, we may miss out on our thing, our goals. For this, I would share you an example. I wanted to buy a car. I had set all the goals and a deadline I had fixed for the deadline that by 31st March 2021, I would be buying a car, and I had made all the arrangements and things like that. But what happened? I missed the deadline. Why? Because I did not zero down on which type of car I'm going to buy. So my wife told me that first you have to zero down on what you want to do it. Whether, then I said to her in the discussion that we should go for either number one or number two car in the country. Then we zero down on either Maruti or a Tata car would make our goal to be achieved. Then again we set our new deadlines, and that was 31st December 2021. And we would spend around 2 hours every weekend to go to the showroom and understand the futures. Few weeks passed on, and in one of the thing, my wife got angry, and she said that if you want to buy the car, then buy today or forget it forever. I had no other choice. We had a debate and discussion and heated debate, which all of us would remember when a spouse, husband and wife have a debate. My wife won, and we had to book the car on that day. The story behind this is that we may do how much our time management or anything, but if there is no real push to our goals, we may not achieve our goals. So somebody should be we should be accountable to some other person so that we can manage our time effectively and utilize and achieve our goals. If we are not able to achieve our goals just by writing on the piece of paper and following up over a period of time, you will get demotivated, because every day you are not going to achieve your goals. You may write from today that I will read the book, I will do exercise and everything. For a few days, you may continue with that. In the evening, again, when you check that thing, you would have not achieved some of the goals. So you will go back, and again, you will feel as a loser at the end of the day. So I had attended one of the time management course, and in that, the speaker has said, we should have time for this unproductive work also, like attending family functions, friends call, or any other thing, social media, so that we do not feel as a loser. What happens when we get demotivated? We leave the plan and we go away from it. So it is better to have some time for all this activity. Why? Because we are not machines. We are human beings, and everything counts. Our family relations counts, our friend circle counts, and our social media thing, and everything counts at the end of the day. So we should understand it in a different manner and utilize and keep time for all these activities. Then you will feel as a winner at the end of the day, and you will be motivated to continue it for a long time. In that seminar also, one of the audience asked that speaker, there is no work-life balance, how to manage it? He given a very beautiful example, which I would think all of us would like it to. He said, how many days are there in a year? Around 365 days. He asked again, how do we work on Saturday and Sunday? Most of us do not work on Saturday and Sundays in companies. So he told us to remove 1 or 4 days from it. Then he said, the balance is 261 days. Then he said, you have balance holidays of 42 paid holidays. If you remove it, you are working for 219 days only. If you multiply this 219 into 8 hours, it is 1052 hours only. 1752 hours. Then he asked us, do you have tea break, lunch break, and other calls, personal calls, which you do during the working hours? And everybody said 1 to 1.5 hours are spent on that. If you remove that, the balance hours left is 1314 hours. He said, divide this by 24 hours, and effectively you will be working only for 55 days. So a company pays you for 365 days, and you are working only you are spending for them only 55 days, which takes care of all your holidays, your personal, your family, everything. And then you say there is no work-life balance. He said something is wrong in your scheduling the time management. He said you should have a clear plan in place so that you can see where you can avoid your time and utilize it for good things. So the learning here is that we should not blame others. We should introspect ourselves and plan our day in such a way that we enjoy work, also we enjoy our life, and we do something for good for the society. Like we may plant a tree, we may take care of animals nearby us or environment, whichever way, which our forefathers were doing. We are missing on that. So it is a time for us to intercept and use our time preciously so that we can make something different for ourselves and for the society at large. Thank you very much. And over to TMOD. Yeah.
Very well said, Toastmaster Sanjay. I do agree with you. Yeah, time, space, and mind are correlated. That's the last speech for today. I request everybody give Toastmaster Sanjay a big round of applause for educating us on preciousness of the time. So that's the end of the speeches round for today. Before going for a break and start evaluation session, anybody would like to give it a try for 30 seconds challenge for selling a product? Yeah, yes, Toastmaster Sanjay. That's the spirit. Toastmaster Sanjay, you have to sell dairy milk chocolate.
Dairy milk chocolate, yeah. See, chocolates nowadays in Cadbury, there is an advertisement that every day, any function, kuch, I forgot the tag name, which says that even in functions, you can use chocolates as a kuch, I forgot that.
Kuch meeta ho jaye.
Kuch meeta ho jaye. So it is now. So many people, so many students have given their icebreaker speech. So I will request them that celebrate this with some meeta ho jaye and enjoy the life, because you have started a journey where it is unstoppable. Do not discontinue it and take it positively and continue it, so that which we are learning now at a later stage of our life. So you are learning at your peak thing, and you can make a difference for yourself and to others. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, nice attempt, Toastmaster Sanjay. And that's the end of our prepared speeches round. Let us take a break for 5 minutes and let us rejoin after 5 minutes to initiate the evaluations for each and every speaker. Stay tuned. We'll be back. It's a 5 minutes break. Again, we will meet at 11:20. Hello everyone, welcome back.
Sravan, please note that Jay will be the first evaluator.
Yeah, sure. Shall we start? Yeah. Okay. So welcome back everyone. Now let us start the evaluation session. Before going to start the evaluation, I would like to introduce the timer again. Toastmaster Mukund. He's a finance professional working for Capgemini as a director. He is currently the Vice President Education of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. He loves reading, public speaking, and currently he is in learning of golf. I request Toastmaster Mukund to deliver the timelines for the evaluations.
So, Shravan, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but your voice is too feeble. I mean, at least I'm not able to hear properly.
Yeah,
Is it the same
true.
for everybody?
Yes, yes. We can barely hear you.
Oh, sorry, let me. Am I audible now? Is it better now?
You will have to speak a little louder, Sravan, please.
Am I audible now? Am I
Yes.
audible? Can somebody confirm?
Slightly better. Anyways, I will just talk about the guidelines for
Yeah,
the.
Toastmaster Mukund, please go ahead and deliver the timelines for the evaluation.
Yeah, the evaluation will be for a duration of 2 to 3 minutes. And at the end of second minute, my background will change to green. And at the end of 2 minutes, 30 seconds, my background will change to yellow. And at the end of third minute, my background will change to red. And it will remain red till you conclude your evaluation. Yeah, so that's basically the guidelines for the evaluation. So if you cross 3 minutes, then you will not be qualified for voting. So that's basically the timings for the evaluation. Thank you, and back to you. Please note it might be black whenever a speaker is speaking, but once it turns green, it means that you have touched 2 minutes. Thank you.
Thanks, Toastmaster. And let us go to the evaluations. The first evaluator for today's speeches was Toastmaster Jai, who is going to evaluate Toastmaster Rahul's speech, which is level 3, project 1 under motivational strategy. Toastmaster Jai, are you ready?
Yes, Toastmaster of the day, Sravan.
Yeah. I don't have much intro about Toastmaster Jai, but based on a little experience in this meeting, I believe Toastmaster Jai is so compassionate and a very good friend. So with that, I would like to request Toastmaster Jai to deliver the evaluation for Toastmaster Rahul's speech. Toastmaster Jai, your
Thank
time
you,
starts.
Toastmaster of the day, Arun. Jain and Suresh, and I'm from the Acharya Toastmasters Club from H3. And today I'm here to evaluate my target speaker, Rahul Suban. And Rahul, what an impactful speech that was. It was super fast and super impactful that I was left spellbound by the end of your speech. And the theme was very matured on emotional intelligence and revolved around how you should react to situations, on how you should take it, and how you control over your emotions. So, pros to you on attempting the project. And things that I really loved and stood out for me would be your hand gestures. You were really good at it, and you ensured the audience were able to get a feel of what you want to convey. And you built a mystery around the title for finally introducing it, which shows you're a profound speaker. And you ensured that the message is clearly delivered with a takeaway for the audience wrapped at the end. So kudos to you on that. But with that being said, things that I would love for you to work on would be your eye contact. Think it would be difficult in a virtual setup, but I felt you could have positioned your system in a way where you're looking into the camera and not looking down at it. Because there were a few instances in the speech where I felt, or I may have felt, that you were reading from your screen, and your eye contact was not very active with the audience. And you might also want to work on vocal variety, where there were humorous sentences or questions in your speech like save water, drink beer. You could maybe add a pause in between so that it might look funnier. And where there was a question, it felt like a statement where you should have created a vocal pitch at the end. So those you might want to work on. And while the content is for you to reflect on your speech or your experience of journaling your emotions or how you had reacted, I felt that there was a slight deviation from that because you had brought your mom in the picture and the letter was connected with her and you placed her on the pedestal rather than putting yourself and narrating your personal incident. So thing that I would want you to challenge yourself would be to keep the content majorly on your personal instance and share about how you had tackled emotions or what was your emotional intelligence or what was your take in various scenarios where there was a conflict of interest. So that is something that I would challenge you to work on. But overall, a great attempt, and I'm pretty sure you'd incorporate this feedback going ahead and excel in all your speeches.
Yeah, that was nice evaluation, Toastmaster Jay. Let us go to the next evaluator for today is Toastmaster Gaurii. Toastmaster Gaurii, a brief introduction about Toastmaster Gaurii. She is a
Sorry,
chartered.
Toastmaster Shravan, I'm going to cut you again. I am evaluating Toastmaster Nandini's speech, and I think she was the third speaker.
1 second. Yeah, Nandini, right? Yeah.
Okay.
I said
the first was in written Sreehari Acharya, Shravan.
right. Arun. Yeah, Toastmaster Arun. Arun's speech, right?
Yeah, Arun's
Let's
speech.
go as per the agenda, Shravan. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, sure. Sorry. Yeah, the first speaker for today is the first icebreaker speaker for today is Toastmaster Arun. His speech is going to evaluate by Toastmaster Sreehari. Toastmaster Sreehari's brief introduction. Toastmaster Sreehari Acharya is a mechanical simulation engineer at a robotics startup. He is an avid reader and a fitness enthusiast. To learn, network, and grow, he joined the Toastmasters. Okay. Toastmaster Sreehari, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah. Toastmaster Sreehari, your time starts now for evaluation of Toastmaster Arun.
Toastmaster Arun, I'm pretty sure you have come across this quote or saying, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. And so is the journey of the entering into the world of public speaking starts with the icebreaker speech. And you, my friend, have entered it so courageously. You do deserve a huge round of applause for doing that. And Toastmaster Arun, you have a great English, a neutral accent, and you have peppered in humor here and there. So what do I mean by neutral accent? It was something recommended to, it was something told to be by my first mentor, as in your English is comprehensible by all cultures across all parts of the world. That is something good that you have. And you have shared by saying you have started with saying you're starting with your childhood and siblings. You said you are kind and generous, and then came the punchline that you did not, despite that, you did not share any snacks. And that was very humorous. And you were so descriptive in all of your subsequent sayings. You described about the muddy smell and that being a paradise, the smell from the rain that you get, and you had to walk 20 kilometers from your house to your school. And it was so resonative because I myself having been brought up in a countryside, I could so resonate with you. And I'm pretty sure all the audience could relate with that. Don't you all agree with that? Because your language was so descriptive. And then you brought in some vulnerable side about your father illness and the fact that Sri Krishna Education Trust took you in. It was all a superb continuity that you have had. Now, if I were to come to the suggestion, the couple of suggestions that I have, that is number one, it became evident that you were looking in the notes and reading it out. Trust me, even my first icebreaker speech, I myself brought into the stage hoping that I would deliver it without having to look at it. But eventually I had to take out my document, the phone, and had to read it out. It's understandable. The first icebreaker speeches, most of us tend to do that. But here's the recommendation, and that was same thing told to me by my first evaluator, to have a small bullet points in a small, let's say, notes, so that you can look at the bullet points and the body, you don't have to look and speak, so that you can maintain eye contact to all the audience. Because of this, there were some long pauses, and again, it is understandable. So to sum it up, Toastmaster Arun, you have a good English, a neutral accent, and humor here and there, and that can be continued. So you, my friend Arun, have had a great head start and are ready to step into the world of public speaking. Good luck, and over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Very nice evaluation, Toastmaster. Let us go to the next evaluator. Next evaluator is Toastmaster Gaurii. She is going to evaluate Toastmaster Nandini's speech. It's a level 1, project 1 presentation mastery. Toastmaster Gaurii, are you ready? Yeah. Toastmaster Gaurii, your time starts now.
A very good morning to all fellow Toastmasters and guests. Well, it was a privilege and a delight to hear Toastmaster Nandini's first ever speech, her icebreaker speech. It was beautiful, and I related to it at a couple of points in her speech. Now, Toastmaster Nandini, it takes a lot of courage to stand in front of everyone and speak about your journey, about your story, the good times, the bad times, the struggles, the emotional moments. And I connected with you on many levels in your story. I now know about your relationship, who all are there in your family, about your relationship with your father, with your sister, the fact that you are from Mangalore. And that is the purpose of an icebreaker speech, for Toastmasters to know you better. I like the portion where there was humor in your speech, when you spoke about you moving to the hostel and thinking that everything is going to be jolly, away from home, nobody to stop you from doing anything. I think that is something everybody relates to. There are a couple of points where I personally relate to in your story. The first one being about your relation with your father. And when you saw him crying for the first time when you were leaving for the hostel. It was an emotional moment for me because I have a special bond with my father as well. The second and a very important point where I relate to you is that you are a physiotherapist or becoming one, and my neck and back is always hurting. So I'm going to give you a call to ask you what is the right posture to sit and stand so that I feel better. Now, at such a young age, you already have life's wisdom, and I'll tell you how. You spoke about you standing alone and the fact that people come and go. But let me tell you one thing, Toastmaster Nandini, that all people who are extraordinary successful walk alone. And that calls for a bright future for Toastmaster Nandini. The second point, don't judge a book by its cover. How profound is that at your tender age? And the third one is the message that I got, that you do not believe in wasting any time. When NEET did not work for you, you quickly took the opportunity of joining the ashram and going ahead in your career. Now, what can I say? I'm sure that you are going to improve in your Toastmaster journey. If this was your icebreaker speech, you will automatically learn some tools and techniques. But if I was to give you one starting point, I would say that talk with your hands. Don't stand still and talk. Apart from that, I loved your speech. I personally connected with it, and it was a pleasure to listen to you. I wish you all the best in your future speeches. Toastmaster Nandini, congratulations.
Very good and encouraging evaluation, Toastmaster Gaurii. Let us go to the next evaluator. Is Toastmaster Paduka.
Not at all audible, Sravan. Totally not at all audible. Can't even understand what you're actually speaking.
Am I audible now? Is it better now?
Yeah, this is better. This is better.
Okay. The next evaluator is Toastmaster Paduka. She is going to evaluate Toastmaster Yugesh's icebreaker speech. Toastmaster Paduka, are you ready? Toastmaster Paduka. Yes. You're speaking on mute, Toastmaster Paduka.
Sorry. Yeah. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are. Yeah.
All right.
Toastmaster Paduka, your time starts now. Please go ahead and
All
evaluate
right.
Toastmaster Yugesh.
Okay. Rise and shine, Gabbys. It's nice to meet you again after a very long time from my side. Toastmaster Yugesh. What I must say, what I need to say about it. It's about being the best, but it is about being better than you were yesterday and reaching that finish line. So kudos to you that instead of looking so anxious and maybe in front of speaking everybody else, you reach that finish line, right? So that deserves a wonderful, wonderful, appreciation. And you deserve an applause for that particular stuff itself, actually. Because I've seen so many members earlier during my evaluations, or just as a Toastmaster as well, people get frozen and they leave the stage as well in their very first speech. But you reach that finish line, that deserves a huge round of applause for that. So well done on that particular stuff. And coming to your content part, I'll be evaluating based on your content and your delivery style. Okay, so the first is the content. So definitely it's a well-structured content. So I would able to visualize when you say the steps that you have gone through, the challenges that you have gone through, to become the accountant that you are right now, right? And also venturing into a new profession additionally as well. Right? That's a whole lot of work I could see. But what I realized is you're resilient, right? So you're resilient till the end, that maybe you are like practicing yourself, but you are able to reach the finish line where you goes. So I'm really, at least I'm confident that in the Toastmasters journey as well, in your communication skill journey as well, that would reflect. Okay, so keep up the good work that you're doing. And coming to your vocab usage, I must say definitely there is good usage of vocabs where you use despite, and there's quite a good vocabulary usage as well. It's quite well prepared. I could at least realize that particular stuff. Now coming to the delivery part, right? So one thing I would say, more of a tip, I would say, Toastmaster Yugesh, right? You need to a little bit loosen up. Okay, so you're talking about yourself. No one knows whether what you say is right or wrong, right? So it's whatever you say, correct? This is a forum, a platform where people make mistakes. And the tip that at least I know is, even if I'm flawed in so many other ways, I just all know, like, you need to be a bit chilled out so that people will not notice your errors. People will notice your energy. Okay. So this is more of a tip, or I'm like, see that. I mean, it is not necessarily you need to stick to the script, because I do understand, or I do felt that you wanted to utter each and every line that you have written, right? So your eyes are going a little bit down onto it, but don't get so cautious about it. Just go in a free flow, because it's your life, it's your journey about it, right? But overall, it's a very, very, very good attempt. And I also would like to conclude by stating it is not necessary you have to be the fastest and the finest person, but it is always important that you go one step forward, step by step, until you reach the finish line. With that, over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah, very nice, Toastmaster Paduka. It is like filling a positive energy in a pot. Your evaluation was nice. Let us go to the next evaluation. The next evaluation is going to deliver by Toastmaster Aaquib For the speaker, Toastmaster Amrutha, Toastmaster Aaquib, are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for the confirmation. Toastmaster Aaquib is going to evaluate icebreaker speech of Toastmaster Amrutha. Toastmaster Aaquib, your time starts now.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Amrutha. My Appa. Let us give her a huge round of applause for coming up and showing the intent and showing the courage to give this speech. First speech is something very special to all of us. And we all remember how we faltered, how we forgot the topics and how we were able to not recall stuff. And you came with the written script, the well-rehearsed stuff. So I think it's really important that you show up and you deliver that speech more than anything else. But what I loved while you did all of it is that you started with greeting all of us, and you also, when you closed the speech, you also thanked all of us. And these are very basic stuff. And most of the time, I forget to have that gratitude. I forget to have people greeted when I start something. So kudos to you that you designed your speech in that way. And then you spoke about a lot of stuff in how you are dealing and how did you did your studies in the ashram and how you actually went on to do this BCA and stuff. So all of it came to us. It came to us in a in little bookish way. So what I would suggest is that if you can narrate some of your stories, that would be great. But if you're not able to do it, the next important thing for you would be to remember the script. Like we all write the exams, right? So when we write the exam, what we do? We remember all the answers. I think time has come for you to remember it as much as you can memorize so that we don't have to look at the script when we are speaking. And let me tell you, you didn't do anything wrong. We all read the script and we've all given our speeches by reading the script now and then. But for you to gain that confidence, for you to speak with your passion, you need to remember it fully. And that's the only suggestion. I think you did awesome by coming and showing up and delivering a speech. And what I want you to do in future, and it is a challenge for you, is that you show up again. You come again with the next speech, and deliver speeches. And that's how you will build your public communication. So my recommendation is that you keep delivering the speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Sravan.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Aaquib. That was a motivating evaluation. Next, let us go to the next evaluator. Next evaluator is Toastmaster Nancy. She is going to evaluate Toastmaster Pavithra's speech. Again, it's a icebreaker speech. Toastmaster Nancy, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah. Toastmaster Nancy, please go ahead and evaluate Toastmaster Pavithra's speech. Your time starts now.
Toastmaster Pavithra, my journey so far. The title itself says that you are coming here to talk about yourself. So from the moment I heard the title, I knew that I would be ending up knowing more about you than what I already know. Do I know you? I've been meeting you from quite some time and I thought I knew a lot about you. But after listening to your speech today, I realized I knew so little. That was the impact of your speech. That is what I felt after listening to you. They say that your words people may forget, but what they don't forget is what you made them feel. In your entire speech today, what I absolutely loved, the positivity drooling all around. There's so much of energy in your speech. There was so much of positivity, different incidents you narrated. And from those incidents, all throughout, I was just smiling because I love the way you narrated the incidents. I love the way you came up with so much of energy and enthusiasm, some jokes here and there, talking about something or the other that was positive. Is there never anything negative going on in our lives? There's plenty, but coming up with this kind of speech, it takes a lot of thoughts and I'm sure encouragement from your mentor as well. I really love what you made me feel throughout the speech. Talking about the structure of your speech, it was a good structure that you presented. You talked a lot about where you come from, what kind of person you are, what kind of incidents have happened, and then followed by there was a routine that you shared that this is my routine, this is how I study, this is what I achieved. So all in all, it was a good structure, starting with who you are, ending with how you made us feel. I really love the structure of your speech. Apart from that, I like the way you made an attempt at humor. You tried narrating an incident about your sir, the graphic designer part of it. That was a nice attempt. I'm sure there's a lot more refinement that needs to be there, but I'll just, since this is an icebreaker speech, I would like to stick to the good part of it, that how you made me feel. Now, if I need to give you one recommendation on how you need to improve or what you need to improve upon, I would say that your hand gestures, no, sorry, your pace of speaking, it's a little too fast. That brings in energy, but you can slow down a bit so that we can understand more and we can be with you throughout. Although the energy is important, but slowing down will ensure that you're not losing out on the thoughts that you want to present. Then the time between your pauses would be lesser. So just slow down a bit. Other than that, you are doing a fantastic job in bringing up your speech, your content, your positivity, and the structure. Thank you. I look forward to many more speeches from your side.
Fantastic evaluation, Toastmaster Nancy. It's so encouraging. Let's go to the next evaluator, Toastmaster Saroj. She's going to evaluate Toastmaster Charan. I request Toastmaster Saroj to come on camera. Yeah.
Thank you,
Toastmaster
Toastmaster
Saroj.
Shravan. Thank you.
Yeah. Are you ready, Toastmaster Saroj?
Yeah, I am ready. So, Toastmaster Charan, congratulations on your icebreaker speech. You just entered into Pathway's first step, long way to go. What an excellent journey you shared with us. It was worth noting. The speech content was excellent and overall speech structure, speech clarity was up to the mark. And I just love the end when you use quote at the end of the speech. Success is your right was up to the mark, and I do agree. I recommend you to work on your voice modulation with emotional balance. When you were sharing your personal experience, it's a painful experience you shared with us. Like you're moving to hospital to another hospital for your eye treatment. You sharing us a painful experience which need a attention. Take a pause at that time. When you share something which can connect with your audience, you have to take pause, little trick your voice modulation and connect and then deliver your speech. And that will help you to improve your overall experience while speaking. You have good command on word-to-word delivery, which makes you different from other. So keep improving on the word delivery and try to, less reading from the note and directly giving the speech. That will give you more confident. I felt you are very confident and you're freely talking. And you're freely sharing your experience without thinking like how my body language is, how whether I'm looking there, looking to audience, looking at camera or not. You're just talking. So I want you to take a simple pause, look at the camera, look at your audience, offline, online, both, and then deliver your speech. And you said that you're very rude. I didn't feel that you're very rude. I think even I have a child, so he's also speak to very selected people. So maybe it is your tendency to speak with the selected people only, not freely with the others. So don't think that you are a rude person. So we all have one character. That character I see in you. So next time, don't say that I am a rude. Work on your work on your body language, voice modulation, and practice, practice, practice. When you practice, you will deliver speech with a confident, more clarity, clear word delivery, and with a smile. And the drafting, the content drafting was up to the mark. Keep it on it. Just try to improve by writing more. You completed writing your one speech, again rewrite it. It will give you more time to improve your content, and that excellent content will give you more confidence to speak. Thank you. This is my recommendation for you.
It's a very nice and empathetic way of evaluation.
Thank you.
Master Saroj. Let us move to the next evaluation. Next evaluator is Toastmaster Shilpa, who is going to evaluate Toastmaster Sanjay's speech. I request Toastmaster Shilpa to come on camera. Yeah, hi Toastmaster Shilpa. Yeah, your time starts now, Toastmaster Shilpa. Please go ahead and evaluate Toastmaster Sanjay's speech.
Thank you so much. Can we have Toastmaster Sanjay spotlighted, please? Toastmaster Sanjay, you started with a great quote on time, which actually grabbed the attention of the audience. The title, Time is Precious, Use It Wisely, right? Is long, yet so apt for the story that you have chosen. But if I were you, I would choose a tricky title, like Even a Yawn Takes a Time, or Time for Timing Your Day, or in a similar line, so that it makes the audience be more curious about the speech even before you start the speech. That's one of the suggestions that I would give. And as an evaluator, the purpose of my project is to check if you have written your speech with a purpose and if it is presented well in an organized manner. Well, the best part of the speech is that you gave a personal story, which, about the decision that you had to take about buying a car. Whenever a personal story is given, it makes the audience be attentive, as the personal story is very unique, always unique and interesting of anybody. So audience would start relating that incident to the incidents that happened in their life. So good job there. And the structure of the speech, great job, as it was well organized. Yes, it has an introduction, plot, setting, characters were there. It has a body, and you gave suggesting points to that. It has a problem. You gave a problem of buying a car between you and your wife, and you gave a solution also in your speech and a conclusion. So well done there again. Clarity of the speech is seen and also heard. Did you write the speech with a purpose? Yes, you did. The plan, you gave a message saying that plan the unplanned activities also. It is also important, is your message. I understood the purpose of the speech. With this, you have met the purpose successfully. But about the delivery style, Sanjay, you being a seasoned Toastmaster, you already finished the pathway, you are expected to showcase your best and all the learnings that has come from the pathway one. And if I were you, I would take relevant pauses. You have not taken a single pause in your speech. It was monotonous. Given you have to give the audience time to think and soak the message. You have to look at the audience. I'm afraid your constant movement like this when you are standing and giving the speech was from left to right in a similar fashion. It was very routine and it was a little distracting. I wanted the body language to be very natural as per the speech. And your speech will be next level if you can work on these aspects, okay? PPT you used is crisp, but then I don't think it is required for the kind of speech or story that you have chosen. And to conclude, well written with a purpose, and it has a structure. So all the best further, and I look forward to the best speeches from you. Thank you.
That was a cool, calm, and composed evaluation, Toastmaster Shilpa. It was 360-degree evaluation, I can see. So that's the end of the evaluation.
There's one more evaluation. I'm evaluating Toastmaster Paduka for her attempt at evaluation.
Yeah, I'm about to say that Toastmaster Nancy. So that was a speech evaluation part was completed. Now there is another project, that evaluating the evaluators project, which is Toastmaster Paduka's project. That project will be evaluated by Toastmaster Nancy. I request Toastmaster Nancy to go ahead and evaluate Toastmaster Paduka's evaluation.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sravan. Toastmaster Paduka, the moment you say rise and shine, Gabbys, I think you have already figured out a catchphrase for yourself. The moment you say this catchphrase, even my neighbor's dog also knows that it's Paduka speaking. So that's how it is. The moment you started with your speech, I knew that it's going to be full of lot of energy, and you didn't disappoint me at all. It was very enthusiastic of you to use your hand gestures, to use your body language, to use the appropriate words and vocal variety to put forward your message in the evaluation for a first time speaker. They say if you want to practice your evaluation, either you evaluate the world championship of public speaker, world champion, or an icebreaker, because these are the two most drastically different speeches. So in an icebreaker speech, what do we look forward to for evaluation is how you are placing the commendations. I must say, the way you have placed the commendations for the speaker, I'm really impressed. You started not just with positivity, but there was a structure to the evaluation. You also mentioned that you're going to talk about content and delivery. Despite that, you mentioned positive points, you mentioned what went well in the speech, and keeping the fact in your mind that this is an icebreaker speech, someone who's attempting it for the very first time. So, putting it all together, I felt that this was an evaluation where you need to learn. I need to learn from you as an evaluator that, okay, this is how I need to commend the speaker, to uplift the speaker when it's a first time speaker, a model kind of an evaluation. The only recommendation for you, where it's not the structure, it's not the summary, everything when it was done well, the only recommendation for you from my side is I felt at certain points, specifically for the recommendation, when you said loosen up, that's very, very vague in terms of recommendation. That's something we can be more specific, because the recommendation, the more specific it is, the better it is for the speaker to implement. Now, loosening up, sometimes the personality is such that the person doesn't know how to lose up, or it's more or less like saying smile when the person doesn't know how to smile. So be specific in terms of your recommendation so that the speaker can implement that easily. Apart from that, well structured, very enthusiastic, full usage of your all the elements of public speaking in an evaluation. I must say this was an evaluation worth watching, worth evaluating for me. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Paduka.
So very nice evaluation, Toastmaster Nancy. So with that, we are going to conclude the speeches and evaluations section of this meeting. And we, as per agenda, we have only 1 minute left to conclude the meeting. Before going to that, I would like to share my first experience, because first time I am playing as a Toastmaster in Gabbys meeting, and I'm so happy to conduct this many first speeches. Always first, I got an opportunity to listen 5 to 6 stories, their personal stories. Always personal stories are engaging and touching. So I can say this is not icebreaker session, it's an ice melting session. So with that, I would like to conclude my theme for today and hand over the stage back to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Shilpa. Toastmaster Shilpa, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much to TMOD Sravan. Appreciate all the icebreaker speakers today for doing a wonderful job. It's your first time and you have done a great job according to us. And we would request you to take the evaluations given to you seriously, work on those aspects and come back to deliver a power-packed speeches again sometime very soon. And thank you all the evaluators who are present here for being very constructive about your feedback given to the icebreakers. It is very helpful for them when we are constructive since they are doing it for the first time. Appreciate, thanks for accepting the last minute request for taking the evaluations. Thank you, Timer Mukund, for accepting the last minute request as well. And doing a fantastic job. Can we have the time taken in the chat, please?
Do you want me to share the screen and show it to everyone, or do you want me to just put it in the chat? You're mute. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, you can share the screen, Mukund.
Okay. So in the speeches, 2 people did not meet the threshold time of 4 minutes, which is Amrutha, who took 3 minutes and 3 seconds, and Yugesh, who took 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Other than these 2, everybody is on time. And all the evaluators are also on time. And speeches, everybody else except Amrutha and Yugesh were on time. Thank you, and back to you.
The icebreaker speakers, thank you, Mukund. The icebreaker speakers, please make a note of the time taken by you so that you know how to prepare for a longer or a shorter speeches for the next time. It is very important to take the time given to you and use it wisely all through it. All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Sravan, for also accommodating so many last minute requests. Meanwhile, while the session is going on, we had to give so many changes as well, in the process. Appreciate it. And Paduka, I think you have got your evaluation done, so we can finish. Anything else? I would want Sanjay. Is it your first time? I read it in the chat that it is your first time.
Yeah, this is my first time.
Are you a part of the Gabbys? Yes.
No, I just joined today. So yesterday.
Fine. How did you feel? Would you like to give any feedback? How did the session go? Usually the session structure is not this. Since it is a speech marathon, we have a lot of speeches and evaluation. So any feedback?
Right. No, I think this is first time, so I'm just experiencing it as it kind of goes. But also I wanted to kind of understand how I can go more about it, contribute more about it, and learn more about it. But overall, I think it was a good learning experience for me. How different people kind of come about it and kind of speak about it. I think that's a learning for me, and maybe I'll want to do something sooner than later, and get into my journey as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Sorry, you're saying something, you're not audible.
Not me. I think not at my end.
All right, that's the end of the session. I close the session 225 on the Gabbys. Datri, please. My daughter is troubling me. Sorry about it. That's the end of the session, and thank you all for taking out time on this Saturday. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
We can stop the recording and end the session. Thanks.